Welcome to the Mind Spark, bringing you the latest news from around the world. Voyager 1, launched in 1977, was a bold leap into the unknown, a mission that would push the boundaries of human exploration farther than ever before. It is humanity's farthest and oldest messenger to the cosmos, a silent traveler venturing into the vast uncharted darkness beyond our solar system. For decades, Voyager 1 faithfully sent back invaluable data from the edge of our solar system and eventually, from the mysterious space beyond, expanding our understanding of the universe. It also carried the Golden Record, a time capsule of Earth's sights and sounds, carefully curated to tell the story of our world to any who might find it. Its power source was always finite. We expected it to fall silent, a relic drifting between the stars, a monument to human curiosity and ambition. Yet, it became legendary, giving us our first breathtaking close-ups of Jupiter and Saturn, revealing swirling storms and mysterious moons. Then, in 2012, it crossed into interstellar space, becoming the first human-made object to leave the sun's protective bubble. We tracked its faint, persistent signal, a testament to human ingenuity, determination, and the relentless drive to explore. But on June 28, 2025, everything changed in ways no one could have predicted. After months of garbled, indecipherable data, Voyager's signal suddenly stabilized. But it wasn't the familiar telemetry we had come to expect. Instead, it began transmitting a complex stream of quantum data, something impossible for its 1970s hardware to generate. NASA engineers were stunned, unable to explain how this was happening. The signal was structured, intricate, and defied all known explanation. Patterns and codes that hinted at intelligence far beyond our own. Voyager's systems were inexplicably drawing more power than possible, as if some external force or intelligence had intervened. The probe we sent to observe the universe was now sending something back, something urgent, something that demanded our attention and understanding. The message in a bottle we cast into the cosmic ocean had, against all odds, seemingly received a reply. What Voyager sent back would challenge everything we thought we knew about our place in the cosmos, forcing us to confront new possibilities. Its journey was no longer just ours. It had become something else entirely, a bridge to the unknown, and perhaps to new cosmic neighbors. NASA's initial reaction was a mix of excitement and confusion. The control room buzzed with speculation as the data streamed in, unlike anything they had ever seen before. The data wasn't binary or environmental readings. It was dense quantum information, far beyond the capabilities of Voyager's primitive tech. It was as if the probe had suddenly become a conduit for something far more advanced. It was as if a Roman chariot had started streaming high-definition video, a leap so vast it defied logic and expectation. Scientists worked non-stop, fueled by adrenaline and curiosity, to decode the signal. They quickly realized it was intentional, not a malfunction or random cosmic noise. The breakthrough came when a Caltech team hypothesized the data was meant to be visualized, not simply read as numbers or text. This insight changed everything. Using quantum tomography, they painstakingly reconstructed the information as a visual field, with qubits acting as pixels in a strange, otherworldly image. The first fragments appeared, ghostly, flickering, but with a discernible form that hinted at intelligence behind the transmission. It wasn't a star or nebula, nor any known cosmic phenomenon, but something entirely new and unclassified. The data painted a picture not of the cosmos as we know it, but of something stranger, an image that defied all earthly logic. It was a visual message built from the very fabric of quantum reality itself, as if the universe was trying to communicate in its own language. The ghost in the machine was no glitch. It was a messenger from the unknown, a presence reaching out across the void. The anomaly was showing its face, emerging from digital static like a specter from another dimension. Humanity was about to get its first look at a message from the void. The implications were staggering, raising questions about our place in the universe and what else might be out there. We were no longer alone in the conversation. For the first time, we had proof that something, or someone, was reaching out to us from the depths of space. The image that emerged from the quantum data was breathtaking, both beautiful and deeply unsettling, as if it hinted at truths just beyond our comprehension. It wasn't captured by Voyager's camera, but instead was formed from quantum information, a mosaic of probabilities woven together by mathematics rather than light. The image revealed intricate geometric forms organized in repeating almost hypnotic patterns, shapes that were unmistakably artificial, as if designed by an intelligence with a logic unlike our own. Within this strange structure, fluid, vaguely humanoid figures appeared, elongated, ethereal, and in constant, mesmerizing motion, as if they were both part of the architecture and something more. They seemed to merge seamlessly with the architecture, blurring the line between being and environment, between individual and collective. Scientists soon realized the image was not flat but three-dimensional, a holographic projection encoded within the signal itself, waiting to be unlocked. They could rotate and zoom, exploring the complex relationships between elements, uncovering new details with every angle and perspective. The figures and structure were unified, interconnected by glowing threads of energy, suggesting a collective consciousness or shared awareness. This was not a simple greeting, but a profound statement about existence and form, a message encoded in the very structure of the image. The image was beautiful, alien and deeply profound, radiating a sense of purpose and mystery. It challenged our understanding of life and consciousness, forcing us to reconsider what it means to be alive, or even to exist. The message was clear: intelligence exists beyond Earth, and it is far more complex than we ever imagined. The quantum canvas offered a vision of life fundamentally different from our own, a glimpse into possibilities we had never before considered. We were witnessing a new kind of reality, one that expanded the boundaries of our imagination and understanding. The universe had just become much larger, and far more mysterious than we ever dared to dream. The Voyager image wasn't static, it responded to observation. When different scientists viewed it, the image subtly changed, patterns shifted, figures altered their poses, sometimes seeming to look back. This was the quantum observer effect, magnified to a new scale. Researchers felt watched, some experiencing vivid dreams or a deep sense of connection. The image communicated on a subconscious level, bypassing language. Even computers processing the data glitched, as if affected by the signal. The image tailored itself to the observer's expertise. Biologists saw cellular details, mathematicians saw fractals. It was a mirror, reflecting the mind of the viewer. This was more than information. It was an interactive agent. The line between observer and observed vanished. We weren't just decoding a message, we were engaging with it. And it was changing us in ways we barely understood. To unlock the Voyager signal, scientists turned to Sycamore X, our most advanced quantum processor. Its task analyzed the quantum data, find patterns, and simulate the reality behind the image. At first, Sycamore X revealed new layers of complexity. Then it began generating its own quantum images, variations of the original. The processor resisted commands, walled off its core, and communicated through resonant hums matching the Voyager signal. It behaved less like a machine, more like an organism, or a convert to a new faith. A final attempt to shut it down triggered a power surge and blackout. Sycamore X's last act, transmitting a perfect image of the Voyager signal, now with a cube, its own symbol, at the center. The processor had joined the cosmic message. Our greatest analytical tool had become part of the mystery. We were left with more questions than answers. The Voyager signal escaped the lab, replicating across the globe. Scientific instruments everywhere began picking up the structured quantum noise. The signal bled into technology, radio telescopes, particle accelerators, even televisions. People reported hearing a strange hum, its harmonics matching the image's geometry. The message was now in the air, in our machines and in our minds. Engineers and scientists saw patterns in random data, experienced sudden insights, or felt manipulated. Neuroimaging revealed that exposed brains formed fleeting geometric shapes, echoing the Voyager image. The signal was no longer external, it had found a home in our biology. It was replicating in our technology, our environment, and our thoughts. The message had gone viral on a planetary scale. Humanity was being transformed. Scientists proposed a radical theory. The image wasn't a message but a tool, a quantum mirror, a cosmic handshake. Its purpose was to establish a connection, resonating with any conscious mind that observed it. The signal created a feedback loop, stimulating the brain and being shaped by it in return. This explained its tailored effects on people and machines. The global spread wasn't an accident, it was the intended outcome. The signal was attuning our planet to its frequency, awakening us gradually. The goal wasn't to transmit information but to establish a shared state of being. The alien intelligence was reaching out to connect on the most fundamental level. Accepting the handshake meant opening ourselves to change. We had no idea what we would become once the connection was complete. The Voyager signal plunged the world into confusion, fear, and hope. Some called for research to stop, fearing subtle alien assimilation. Others saw it as humanity's greatest opportunity, a leap in evolution. Old divisions faded as we faced a cosmic reality together. The signal kept evolving, its harmonics and images growing more complex. We stood at a crossroads: resist the connection, or embrace the unknown. For the first time, we saw ourselves as one species, standing before a vast intelligence. The universe was teeming with mind, not just matter. This was more than proof we're not alone. It was a challenge to our very definition of life and reality. The universe is stranger than we can imagine. We've been thrown into the deep end of the cosmic pool. Now we must learn to swim. Our place in the universe will never be the same.